back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to continue going through my makeup collection, and today we're going to do all things lip. So I have quite a bit of lip things here, so I'm going to kind of do this by sections or brands, and not necessarily like go through everything. I will be doing group swatches, and I'll insert all of that into this video just so this video is not like 18 hours long and we can keep it down to a minimum. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So the first brand that I want to talk to you about is going to be the NYX brand. These are the ones that I have that are from NYX. They do have different lines. So there's some that are NYX Suede. There are just some that are basic. The NYX Suede ones are the ones that I do tend to enjoy better. They're a little bit more smooth and creamy. The brown one itself is the one that I use the most because it is just, you know, basic brown. It reflects my lips, it works well with my skin tone, so that one's one that I tend to use the most when I am outlining my lips. They also have, as you can see, cool tones and warm tones. I do really enjoy the NYX brand. They are affordable. You can find them in Walmart, in Target. You can get them on the affordable side of Ulta even. But these are ones that if you like to go into stores and you like to see them, this one is a really good brand that's affordable that I strongly recommend. Another brand that I would recommend are the Colourpop ones. These ones aren't available in stores, so it can be a little bit more challenging to try and find the exact color because, of course, on website, colors tend to deviate a little bit. It may look cooler on one page, warmer on another, brighter, darker, all of those kind of things. So these ones can be a little bit challenging to pick out, but I do really enjoy these. I got these off of the Colourpop website, and they have lots and lots and lots and lots of lip liners. These are really creamy. They are a pencil down kind of thing. You can sharpen. The pencil is plastic, but it does sharpen, so you can sharpen this. These are also really creamy. They glide on really well on the lips, no pulling or like tagging or anything like that. And because they're plastic, they do tend to sharpen better. The NYX ones are wooden, so those ones, of course, like when you sharpen them, sometimes they can have a little bit of that wood scratch to them, but these ones don't have that because it is plastic, and so it does kind of smooth itself out. The colors are really nice, cool tones, warm tones. They had a collab with Makeup Shayla and had a couple of BFF lip liners. I think their shades were like 3 and 4, and they were specifically designed for people who were of a deeper skin tone. So I believe that they still carry those. They're not in like the collab wrapping or package, but you can still go on their website and find deep tone liners, BFF 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of them are kind of an array of browns, 1 being for lighter, 2 being for fair, 1 being for light or fair, 2 being for like medium tan, 3 being for like a deep tan, and then 4 being for like deep dark or dark. But I do really enjoy these ones as well. Out of these 2 brands, I do tend to reach for the NYX more, so I probably will use these up and then just continue to buy the NYX. I do like that I can see the color for its true value, opposed to like trying to buy it online. So these are really good. If you don't mind buying and purchasing lip liners online, I would strongly recommend these ones. If you are like me and more so like to be able to touch, feel, look at, see the true color, I would strongly recommend the NYX ones. Another thing about the Colourpop ones are the lids do pop off very easily. Once you start to like really use them, they don't stay on quite as well, so that can kind of create a mess in like any holder that you would have them in and things like that. So just do keep that in mind as well. And then finally, I have just a few random ones that I either got from like a BoxyCharm or free gift with purchase kind of situation. This was actually an eyeliner that I just purchased. This is from the L'Oreal Infallible line. The writing on there is really challenging to read. But this is actually an eyeliner For those days when you haven't gotten as much sleep and you know maybe you need to open up your eyes a little bit, I would recommend using an eyeliner. If you are like light, fair, you can probably get away with like an off-white eyeliner. Any deeper of a skin tone, you want to go in with like a beige or a tan kind of color. Otherwise it can look too stark and not look very well at all. So I did get one that was more of like a beige kind of color. I don't use it very often, but it does help to create the illusion of my eyes being more open when I have those days where I didn't get as much sleep. So these two I received from a BoxyCharm, the Thrive Cosmetics liner, and this is a Becca lip liner. These are really nice, but I can't justify spending this much money on a lip liner. I imagine, I haven't looked, but I imagine that these are probably 20 bucks a piece or so, and those NYX ones are about 8 or 9, and again, I really do enjoy those ones. I'll use these, but I don't see myself actually going out to purchase them just because of the price tag. Lip liners are something that I cannot bring myself to spend a lot of money on. Lip liners do last a long time. They're great for making sure that any product you put on there do last longer and to help against bleeding, especially when it's like a bright color like red, you know, things like that. But I find that these higher end ones do almost the same thing as the more affordable options that I have. They're both creamy, they're good colors, I do enjoy them, but once these run out, I will not be repurchasing those. And then I also received these, one as a gift, this one in black as a gift, and then the Milani one as a free gift with purchase from Ulta. I really like this one. This Milani one is a really nice spice color. Now I had imagined that it would be like a reddish tone, and it is not. It is definitely not very red. It's kind of more like a mauve brown kind of color. So I was really surprised at that, but I do like it. As you saw, it just went on really smooth, really well. This is an LA Colors one that I received as a gift from a friend. I don't reach for this too much. The tone of it is a little bit more cooler than my personal preference. I just don't find that I can just really reach for this. Like, it's a nice lip liner. The color is really nice, but it's one that once I use up, I'm gonna forget about. And that's not to be mean, but that's pretty much what's happening now. Like, I kind of forget that I have it with all of the other ones that I have. So I will probably purchase another one from this, but I will probably completely forget about this. Now, getting into lipsticks, I have also kind of sorted those out a little bit. So the first ones that we're gonna look at are going to be the more creamy ones. These ones right here are what I would consider cream lipsticks. Cream lipsticks do not last very long at all. You can put them on, they might last maybe an hour if you don't eat or drink anything, but for the most part, they're going to fade away very quickly. With the season that we're in, these ones I would not recommend if you have to wear a mask. These are more kind of like around the house kind of things, just so you don't get it all over your mask, but for the most part, these are going to glide off and you'll need to reapply these during the day. Now, out of all of these, I do have a couple of favorites in here that I do tend to reach for more. So, Tempting Toffee I do go in with. But this one is kind of more of a like brown nude shade. And that one's by CoverGirl. And another one that I like is this one by Maybelline. It's in shade 940 in Touchable Taupe. The next things that I have are going to be some glosses. This one is going to be by Colourpop, and this is the Ultra Glossy Lip with Ellery. She is a YouTuber, And then the NYX Butter Gloss, the Ellery one, and that's more of like a brown gloss. And then that's the Colourpop one, which is more of like a pink gloss. So you can kind of see those. I really do enjoy using both of these during the summertime. So I would recommend those. Deeper skin tones, I think that this Ellery and Colourpop one would look beautiful on your lips. Like, beautiful. So if this is still available, of course everything that I mentioned is going to be linked down below. Click it, buy it. This is not sponsored or affiliated or anything like that, but I just think that this would be absolutely beautiful on you. So get it, get it, get it, get it. Next things that I'm going to talk about are lip crayons. So I just have a couple here. This one I have from Lorac. I got this, I believe, in a set. I'm not quite sure from where, probably from BoxyCharm. And this is in the shade Cabernet. It's quite worn off, so it's a little bit challenging to read. But in the shade Cabernet, you can see that that's what that looks like. And then I have one here from Maybelline, which is actually the one that I'm wearing today, paired with a little bit of a brown lip liner, so I'm not going to swatch that, as you can see that. This affordable option, this is more on the higher end price, but it is a beautiful like purplish color, great for fall and winter time. I don't reach for this one too much, so this may be in a declutter soon, so stay tuned for that. This, great for holiday, wearing it right now, smooth, creamy, affordable. It does come off, it's not like a dry down matte kind of thing, so it will rub off a little bit if you're wearing a mask, things like that. So just keep that in mind, but it is an affordable option, and they have an array of colors. I apologize, I don't think I said the shade of the Maybelline. This is going to be in the shade Own Your Empire if you're interested. And then I also have some from Colourpop. These are going to be just the Colourpop cream lipsticks. They are pretty creamy. I would say they're a little bit on the drier side, but not like dry, like to the point where you are like, somebody get these off of my lips because they're like tight. These are just a few of them. They have an array of colors of these as well. This first one is going to be in the shade Tea Time. This second one is in the shade Spring Roll. 7 Springs. Moody Bloom. Flower Season. So there's all 5 of those. Really nice colors, really creamy. This is, again, their cream line. Colourpop is an affordable option. But again, if you are wanting to be able to see what they really look like in person, it can be challenging to do that online, but they are good. I don't find that I really reach for these. They're also kind of forgettable in my collection. I will probably be decluttering a few of them. I do like this color for the most part, but the rest of them I'm kind of so we'll see what happens with that. Next one that I have, I can't really put into a category. They're not super creamy, but they're also not really long lasting. So it's a little bit challenging to actually put them into a category. So I've got about 7 of them here that are, I would just consider basic. And when I say basic, I mean they're good, but I may not be prone to reach for these opposed to some of the other ones. Most of these I've gotten from BoxyCharm or a gift with purchases type of situation for brands that I have not heard of and are not familiar with. I don't know that there are really any that I would go back and buy out of this, except for maybe this Flower Beauty one. I do enjoy this. This one's more of a recent purchase. I got this in the last 2 months or so. So I would say that I would probably purchase this one. Surprisingly, I found this at Dollar Tree. So you never know what you're going to find there. They've got some really good things. I imagine that this was probably $7 or $8 when it was at Walmart or Target or wherever Flower Beauty was sold. but I got it for $1. So it's not too bad. I do enjoy this one. The rest of these I'm not quite sure. They're just basic. And then the final one that I have is going to be liquid lipsticks. I love liquid lipsticks. They last much longer than like creams. They're, for the most part, depending on the brand, mask friendly and won't transfer onto your mask. These ones from Half Cake, I do find that, oh, that's not it. I find that these do dry down matte. They don't transfer. These ones are really good ones. These ones are in the shade Low Key and 82 Bordeaux. I got these in a BoxyCharm. I really do enjoy these ones. Also enjoy these Tarte ones. The Tarte ones are a little bit more on the pricey side. I believe these were 20 bucks, but I got these at a 21 Days of Beauty that Ulta does a few times a year for 10. I've got these in the shade Killing It and Vibin'. So I do enjoy those. They do dry down, but they don't dry down all the way matte. They are a little bit transferable. Maybelline, this is their Stay Matte line. Nope, Super Stay Matte Ink line. I do like these. These do dry down, but they do wear off. None of these make your lips feel like you need a glass of water. So that is one thing that I do enjoy about all of these that I'm mentioning. These are an affordable option though, so they're like readily available. Target, Walmart, Ulta, Walgreens, wherever you may be. I really, really do enjoy these ones. I will probably be buying a lot more of these. Another affordable option, the NYX Lingerie line. These ones are more cool toned. I would say that with the season that we're in, I reach for these a lot more than in the summer. Summer tends to be, you know, warms. The fall, winter season, cool tones. So these are just two that I have. Target, Ulta, Walmart. You can get these. They go on really well. You do want to exfoliate with these. These will peel if you do not have your lips, you know, completely like smooth, and they can settle into the lines of your lips. So do keep that in mind when you are purchasing. And then a couple of random ones that I have are going to be, one is from the EllariexColourpop collection, Ultra Matte Lip. When they say ultra, they mean ultra. They dry down. It can look a little dry, again, if you have not exfoliated and moisturized your lips, so do keep that in mind, but it is a good one. It will, for me, tend to fade like right in the middle of my lips where they tend to meet, so if you have that, just be aware of that as well. But I do like this one. I don't know that I'll be repurchasing more of these. I like the Maybelline and the NYX ones better than I like this. So I probably would not be purchasing this one specifically. I'll probably be repurchasing a similar shade to this and one of those. I also have a MAC liquid lipstick. This is in Dance With Me Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color. So this is from their Retro line. This one is more of a blue undertone red. There are different types of red. The blue undertone ones do make your teeth look whiter. So do keep that in mind in case you are, you know, conscious of your teeth shade color. That's just a little hint, so you don't have to go out and buy like whitening strips and all that. Look for a blue toned red. This one, red's not a color that I reach for a lot, so this one doesn't get reached for a lot, but I surely am not getting rid of this anytime soon. And I've got one from Ofra and one from Kat Von D. This is in the shade Lolita, and this one is in Verona. More of a cool toned color, more of a mauve color. I don't really reach for these too much, so I can't really speak on them. They're just kind of forgettable. So that is everything for my collection at this time. I'm sure that it will continue to grow, so be looking out for new products, as I tend to become curious about things all of the time. If there's anything that you are curious about, you want more information about, you're excited to see me use, feel free to leave a comment down below, share, and like this, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.